The Houston Texans, we haven't really covered them too much, but I mean, let's give some credit to Demeco Ryans and his start as a head coach. Demeco is a former linebacker for the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles, was part of that great defensive staff who was in San Francisco. He was first under Robert Saleh and then took over as DC. Great defensive mind. In the modern day where defensive-minded head coach maybe are struggling to find head coaching gigs, this guy is different. He's a former player, really knows maybe more modern defensive concepts and also how to deal with a locker room too. You've heard nothing but good things about Demeco Ryans, the player, the person, and the coach. They're off to a good start. You got this new quarterback, Stroud, and he is looking like the rookie of the year, at least on the offensive side. Bryce Young struggling out of the gate, missed the game. Anthony Richardson, a little all over the place, but mostly good, but also missed a game. CJ Stroud, you know what you're gonna get from him. There is these draft scouts that came up with a comparison to him with Jared Goff. Again, a guy who maybe is just another guy. But Jared Goff, like I said, is not as bad as what people make him out to be. I think that's a good comparison. CJ Stroud, you know what's going to happen. He's going to look around and that ball's coming out. First game against the Ravens, that is his NFL debut, and he took a lot of short intermediate passes but didn't turn the ball over, mind you. Been consistent. He had a couple 300-yard passing games, which is something to really take a note of. Beat Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville, who were preseason favorites to win this division. And right now, this whole AFC South is 2-2. It's anyone's division to win. And the Houston Texans as a whole, since losing their quarterback due to suspect behavior, had to reset, shuffled around with head coaches, but now I think they finally got some traction. They made a lot of under the radar types of moves, and they're building something slowly but surely. And this connection between CJ Stroud and Nico is really budding. Nico is top 5 in receiving yards in this young NFL season. Looked really good against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who definitely underperformed. I thought this was a great chance to build off of a couple momentous wins. Not enough. I mean, Kenny Pickett is out, might have to miss some time. And again, the offense is not looking so great we think it could be. The Steelers have some work to do, but I really like what I see out of the Houston Texans.